World War II had a complex background. The underlying common cause included the failure of the League of Nations to maintain peace. The LBB was unable to prevent conflicts, such as the Italian invasion of Ethiopia in 1935. In addition, the arms race in Europe worsened the situation, with countries converting to strengthen their militaries to mutual suspicion. The world was also divided into three major ideological blocs: the Communists, led by Russia, the Fascists, led by Germany and Italy, and the Democrats, consisting of the United States, Britain, and France. Ideological tension between these blocs defined the division. Meanwhile, the specific cause of World War II include the heavy impact of the Treaty of Versailles on Germany. This treaty not only forced Germany to accept responsibility for First World War, but also enforced large repression that caused dissatisfaction among its people. Under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, Germany began to violate the terms of the treaty by rebuilding its military and expanding its territory. Tension reached a peak when Germany invaded Poland on September 1, 1939, triggering a declaration of war by Britain and France. On the other hand, conflicts also developed in Asia Pacific after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. World War II began with the German invasion of Europe and spread to various parts of the world. This conflict became one of the most influential events in human history, with impacts that are felt to this day.
World War II started on September 1, 1939, when Germany invaded Poland. In response, Britain and France declared war on Germany 3 days later. This marked the beginning of a global war between the Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan, and the Allied powers, Britain, the Uni Soviet, the US, and others. Germany moved west by April 1940. It had taken Denmark and Norway, and by May, it invaded Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and Belgium, pushed into France. Italy joined Germany in June 1940, and together they defeated France in just 12 days. Next, Germany tried to invade Britain, but the British, under Winston Churchill, fought back in the Battle of Britain and managed to stop them. Meanwhile, Germany and Italy moved into the Balkan region, where they faced resistance from Yugoslav partisans led by Joseph Broz Tito. Then, in June 1941, Germany turned on its former ally, the Soviet Union, launching a surprise invasion. At first, the Germans made the big advance, but by 1944, the Soviets began pushing them back, eventually freeing Eastern Europe from German control. In the Pacific, Japan attacked the Uni Soviet and fell base at Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. The next day, the United States entered the war. Japan quickly captured territory like Malaya, the Philippines, Indonesia, and many Pacific islands. In response, the Allies used a tactic called island hopping. It means retaking island after island. A key victory came in May 1942 in the Battle of the Coral Sea. In the North Africa, the Allies won the Battle of El Alamein in October 1942, followed by Allied landing in Algeria, then invasion of Sicily and Italy. Italy surrendered in September 1943, though German forces kept fighting there. On June 6, 1944, during the day, Allied forces landed in Normandy, France, and began pushing German forces back. By September, France was liberated. In early 1945, the Allies invaded Germany from the west, while the Soviets attacked from the east. On May 7, 1945, Germany surrendered and the war in Europe ended. The war in the Pacific continued until U.S. dropped atomic bomb on Hiroshima August 6 and Nagasaki August 9. Japan surrendered on August 5, 1945, officially ending World War II.
In the 1930s, the Nazi Party rose to power in Germany, led by Adolf Hitler. They believed the Aryan race was superior and saw Jews as a threat. From 1933 to 1945, Jews faced growing discrimination, business were boycotted, synagogues destroyed, and rights stripped away through laws like the Nuremberg laws. By 1941, this hatred turned deadly. Millions of Jews were sent to camps and murdered in what became known as the Holocaust. Over 6 million Jews were killed, along with other target groups like the Romani, disabled people, and political opponents. The Holocaust showed how dangerous racism can be when fueled by power and hate, a tragic reminder of the cost of prejudice. This tragedy became one of the key triggers of World War II, which would go on to reshape the global order. World War II left Europe in ruins and took over 40 million lives. After the war, two superpowers emerged, America and the Soviet Union, triggering the Cold War due to their opposing ideologies. To rebirth Europe and stop communism, the US introduced the Marshall Plan, helping Western nations recover. Meanwhile, Germany and Japan rose as industrial powers. In hopes of lasting peace, the United Nations was founded in 1945, uniting nations to prevent future global conflicts.